Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everybody doing? I am back. I'm back. If you were meant to join the Saturday live lesson a couple of days ago, I'm sorry I had to suddenly cancel that lesson. As I said, I was not feeling well. I actually got really bad strep throat, and I haven't recovered yet, but last weekend it was too sore to talk. In fact, I didn't have a voice. I lost my voice, but I can kind of speak today. So I thought, you know what, let's do a lesson. We're not going to do a full, complete lesson like I usually do. A lot of times when we do lessons, it's like an hour, hour and a half. We'll probably keep this a lot shorter today, but you never know. If people start asking lots of questions and people start getting into it, then we might make it longer. But for right now, I probably won't keep it that long. My throat is still a little bit sore. It hurts to talk a little bit. And my brain's not all there. I actually I started the lesson at the right time. And I started talking to the camera. And then I realized I didn't press the go live button. I forgot to press it, so I was talking to no one. But yeah, now I figured it out. Hola, hello. Kaz, hello. You're up very late tonight, Kaz. Hola, how are you today? So what we will be doing today is we will be doing a phrasal verb lesson, we've been doing a few of these, and a lot of people like them. I keep getting comments for me to make more, so I am making more now. And the last one we did was the top 10 commonly used phrasal verbs according to ChatGPT. So I'm going to give you another 10. So I looked at the 10 that we had already done, and we did one previous as well. So I got 10 more that are not covered in those. And I did ask a couple of different AIs, not only ChatGPT, but a couple other ones. And the AI said that the 10 that you will learn here are also very, very commonly used in the US and in Canada. So we have another 10 great vocabulary words to learn today. So Fusa, hello. Wow. You're up very late. Very late, Fusa. Wow. Ola, it's great to see you too. It's great to talk to you. It's going to be a good lesson today. I'm going to put the lesson onto the screen right now. Let's share it. Except for my lesson is not there. There it is. Okay, so as always, we got the phrasal verbs on the screen here. Now, if you've watched a lesson with me before, especially a phrasal verb lesson, we're probably not going to go into the grammar so much today. We're just going to go over the vocabulary, what each phrasal verb means. So we'll go over 10 phrasal verbs. I'll give you the meaning of each phrasal verb. And then when we're done the 10, I'll give you 10 fill in the blank questions. So you have to choose the correct phrasal verb to make the sentence. So let's get started with it. Now, I've said this in the other previous lessons. Some phrasal verbs are really easy to understand. Turn around just means to turn 180 degrees, but some are more difficult. Turn up means to increase the volume. Today, we'll have a mix in our list. Most will be a little bit more difficult to understand. So let's get started. Let's start with the very first one. The first phrasal verb today is blow up. Blow up. All right, so please tell me what you think blow up means. Now, it's going to have a couple of meanings. I'll give you the standard meaning of blow up. The standard meaning, if you were to look at any dictionary, the standard meaning, which would be this. All right, so it means to explode or become very angry. So to blow up means to explode. For example, a bomb would blow up. Or if somebody becomes very angry, we can say he blew up, she blew up. That means they became so angry that they can't control their anger. They became super angry. Now, I am going to give you one more meaning of blow up. This is the standard meaning, but recently we often see this phrasal verb when we're talking about the internet. We're talking about social network sites like YouTube, like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. If someone blows up, if a video blows up, that means it goes viral. It becomes very popular. All right, so to go viral or to become very popular. Okay, and we're usually talking about views in this situation. So if my video blew up, that means many people are watching. There are many views. All right, so to blow up means to become very popular, means to go viral. We usually use it a lot to talk about YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, these SNS sites. Okay, let's look at the next one. Call off. Call off. This is also a great phrasal verb. And I'm going to give you an example sentence. And from the example sentence, you tell me what it means. Okay. So they had to call off the picnic because of the rain. They had to call off the picnic because of the rain. All right, so if you call off a picnic because of the rain, so it's raining, right? That means you're not going to have a picnic. You're not going to have a picnic, so you called off the picnic. They had to call it off. Nobody wants to have a picnic in the rain. So what this means is to cancel something. To cancel something. If you want to have that sentence, the example sentence I put on, I'll put it as a banner, and you can type it down, write it down. They had to call off the picnic because of the rain. They had to cancel the picnic because of the rain. All right, so to call off means to cancel. All right, let's look at the next one. Number 3, carry on. Carry on. What do you think carry on means? And I'll give you an example sentence to look at. And from that example sentence, you can try to figure out what it means. So despite the interruption, she carried on with her presentation. Despite the interruption, she carried on with her presentation. Hola, perfect. Cancel. Excellent. Excellent. So call off means cancel. All right, so what about carry on now? So to call off means cancel. They called off the picnic. She called off the wedding. So to carry on, despite the interruption, she carried on with her presentation. So there was an interruption. She's giving a speech. She's giving a presentation. And then somebody interrupts her. What does she do? She carries on with the presentation. She carries on. She didn't stop. She didn't stop. She continued. She continued to do it. So she continued to do it. So to carry on means to continue doing something. To continue doing something. All right, so good guess, Ola. Good guess. Busy with. It just means to continue to do something. All right, so we say this a lot. So if I'm speaking with you, Ola, and maybe I interrupt you, maybe I want to say something, so you stop, then I would say, oh, you know what? Never mind. Carry on. Please continue. All right. So let's look at the next one. Fill out. I'll give you an example sentence for this. The example sentence is, please fill out this application form. Please fill out this application form. Or maybe just please fill out this form. If you go to a doctor or a pharmacy, if it's your first time, they will ask you, oh, please fill out this form. Please fill out this form. So what does that mean? If you're going to fill out a form, so for me, what this would mean is you are going to write and complete. Just means to finish, write and finish a document or form. Okay, so you're going to write and complete a document or a form. So remember, when you go to the doctor, when you go to a new pharmacy, you're a new patient, you have to write down your information, your name, your address. Do you have any allergies? Are you taking any medicine? All of these things you have to fill out. So to write that form, we say fill out. Hola, perfect. Fill out all the fields. Perfect. Yeah, so each area you're going to fill out. You're going to write. You're going to complete it. Okay, very good. Good job, Ola. All right, next one is going to be give up. Give up. So for me, I would make a sentence like this. She decided to give up smoking. She decided to give up smoking. What does that mean? She decided to give up smoking. All right, who has an answer here? All right, she said to give up smoking. In this situation here, to give up something, you are gonna stop doing it. You're gonna stop doing something. You no longer do it. You're gonna stop. You're going to quit, maybe. You even say quit. That means to give up. Now, it could be something like smoking or eating junk food. Oh, I gave up junk food. Or if you have a very difficult math problem. So your teacher gives you a math question, but you can't solve it. You try and try and try and try. And after 30 minutes or 1 hour, you're like, nope, I can't do it. I give up. So I'm going to stop doing it. All right, so good question here. Give up and give in. Is it the same? Is it different? Is it different? Give up, again, like it means is to quit. Give in means to surrender. You're gonna stop resisting. So a little different. They're similar in one meaning, where you stop trying is give up, but stop resisting is give in. Excuse me. So, for example, if my friend Ola, if my friend asked me, Shelly, let's go to a movie tonight, and I said, listen, no, I'm not. I don't want to go. I'm tired. But my friend keeps asking and keeps asking, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm like, no, I'm tired. I'm busy. I don't want to go to a movie. I just want to stay home. No, let's go, let's go, let's go. Keeps asking. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, keeps asking. So I just, okay, let's go. That means I give in. I gave in. I stopped resisting. All right, good question, Ola. Good comment. All right, let's look at the next one here. We've got look into. Look into. What does this mean? Look into. All right, so let's put an example sentence here. All right. Here's an example sentence. Not look up. Sorry, that's the wrong example sentence. I made all my example sentences earlier. One second here. There it is. So here my example sentence is going to be, the company will look into the complaint. The company will look into the complaint. So somebody telephoned the company. Somebody wrote a letter complaining. So the company said to the person, all right, we will look into the complaint. We will look into it. So this means they are going to investigate it. They're going to examine it. All right. So to look into means we are going to be investigating. Investigate or examine something. All right. So if anybody asks you to do something and you need to check first, you need to figure out if it's possible or not, then you can say, oh, I'll look into it. Okay, so that's number 6. Let's do number 7 now. Put together. Put together. And I think this one, once you see the example sentence, you will understand it. Excuse me. All right, so it says, it took him an hour to put together the new desk. It took him an hour to put together the new desk. Whenever you go to certain furniture stores like IKEA, you need to put together the furniture. So to put together, basically it's going to mean to assemble or make something from parts. So you have all the parts, you need to assemble it, you need to make it. That's put together. Okay, so now let's look at the next one. To take up, take up. And I'll put an example sentence on the screen for you. Now you tell me what it means. The example sentence I've got here is going to be, she decided to take up painting. She decided to take up painting. She decided to take up painting. Put together, organize something together. Hola, perfect for put together. Well done, well done. Perfect. So to take up painting, last year, I took a trip to an island in the south of Japan. It was Okinawa. I was past Okinawa, in fact. Small little island. And when I was there, I went kayaking. It was my first time to go kayaking. I went kayaking from the ocean into a river, into a mangrove. It was amazing. I loved it. Loved it. So I think I want to take up kayaking. I think I want to take up kayaking. So for this, to take up kayaking, it means you're going to start doing a new activity or hobby. To start doing a new activity or hobby. Okay, very, very good. Let's look at next one, turn up. I think, excuse me, I think this one is going to be the most difficult one. Turn up. It's probably the most difficult one. As you can hear, I still haven't fully recovered from my strep throat. I've got an itch in my throat still. Turn up. I'll give you guys an example sentence. And then from there, you can tell me what you think it means. Okay. He turned up at the party without an invitation. He turned up at the party without an invitation. All right, so what do you think this means? He turned up at the party without an invitation. You know, I live in Tokyo, and I love having parties. I love hosting parties. I have a lot of barbecues in the spring and summer and autumn. I do a lot of dinner parties, cocktail parties. Wow, very noisy in front of my house. And I have a lot of friends who live near my house, and a lot of really good friends. And a lot of times, my friends will just turn up at my house on a Friday or Saturday. They just turn up. So she runs her business. So for take up is to start a new activity. Turn up is going to mean that you are going to appear. You're going to show up suddenly and unexpectedly. So you appear, you show up, you arrive unexpectedly. That means I don't expect you to come. You didn't call me. I didn't know you were coming. Suddenly, boom, you're here. So he turned up at the party without an invitation. So he went to the party. He didn't have an invitation, but he went. So it was very unexpected. And the last one, number 10 has two meanings: to work out. Okay, two meanings. I'll give you one meaning and one example sentence, and then I'll change the example sentence to the second meaning. So first meaning of workout is she works out at the gym every morning. She works out at the gym every morning. All right, so for this meaning, she works out at the gym every morning. So that's the first sentence. I would say it means to exercise. To exercise. All right, but we do have a second meaning. So I want to put that next. The second meaning is, and I'm going to give you an example sentence first. Example sentence here is, we need to work out a solution to this issue. We need to work out a solution to this issue. So to work out means to solve. Okay, so one meaning is to exercise. The other meaning is to solve. Okay, so that's 10 phrasal verbs. These are some of the most common phrasal verbs that we use in English. So make sure you remember them. And of course, I've given you definitions. I've given you example sentences. So there are extra words for you to remember as well. But please remember these 10. Let's go over them one more time. Blow up. Boom. It means to explode. Or become very, very angry. Or if someone goes viral, if my video goes viral, if this lesson blows up, it means many, many, many people will watch. All right, call off, cancel something. Carry on means continue. Fill out means to write a document or a form. Give up, you stop doing something, you quit. Look into means to investigate or examine something. Put together, assemble. You make something from parts, like in an IKEA desk. Take up means you're going to start a new hobby, start a new activity. Turn up, you suddenly, unexpectedly show or appear. And workout, two meanings. One is to exercise, one means to solve a problem. Okay, so those are all of the 10 phrasal verbs. So now let's do the fill in the blank exercise. So you have a sentence here. Please choose one of those phrasal verbs to complete this sentence. Number one, it says the event was going well until it had to be something due to bad weather. The event was going well until it had to be something due to bad weather. What is the phrasal verb here? The event was going well until it had to be something due to bad weather. So basically, Caleb, hey, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you for your message, by the way. I'm not better yet. I'm not better. I'm still sick. But I wanted to do a lesson to make up for Saturday. But yeah, thank you, Caleb. Figure out. Yes, to work out something is to figure something out. Perfect, Ola. Perfect. To solve something, yes. Or to exercise. So the event was going well until it had to be, okay, Ola, perfect. Call off is the correct phrasal verb. Call off is the correct phrasal verb. Let's make sure that we're careful with the grammar. So we need to make this into past tense because had to. The event was going well until it had to be called off. Good job, Ola. Okay, number two. She decided to something yoga to help reduce her stress. She decided to something yoga to help reduce her stress. So let's see if I can put all of... I'm going to try to put all the phrasal verbs into the banner, but I don't know if it's going to work. I think it's going to be too big. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so that's we need to fix that. So let's put a comma between each one. Okay. Let's see if that helps. If it's easier to read. Yeah, it's not that bad. So those are all of the phrasal verbs that you must choose from. Those are all the phrasal verbs you must choose from. So she decided to something yoga to help reduce her stress. Ola, take up yoga is perfect. She decided to take up yoga to help reduce her stress. I think I really want to take up yoga. I've heard it's really, really good. Not for stress, but just for flexibility. All right, number 3. Look at all the phrasal verbs in the banner. Choose one of those phrasal verbs and complete the sentence. We need to something the problem before it gets worse. We need to something the problem before it gets worse. Ola, no. To take up means you're going to start a new hobby. You're going to start a new hobby, a new activity. Not running a business. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's another expression, Ola, to run. We would just say to run a business, to operate a business. But yeah, not take up. But yeah, number 3, Caleb, perfect. Workout. Ola, perfect. Workout. We need to work out the problem before it gets worse. Okay, it means we need to solve. We need to solve that problem. We need to work out the problem before it gets worse. Okay, that works. There's also another one. So I like that answer. I'm going to put work out. We need to work out the problem. Can you think of another one? I would say there's probably 2 answers for number 3. Let's make this a little bigger. There we go. We need to work out the problem before it gets worse. I think the other one that I would also accept, I think that it's also really good as well, would be we need to look into the problem before it gets worse. Look up means to search something like in the dictionary or in the internet, Caleb. Close. Look is correct. Look into. All right, so we have 2 answers for number 3, workout and look into. I want you to kind of memorize that phrase. You look into a problem. That's also very, very common. All right, let's look at number 4. He asked me to help him something the new furniture. He asked me to help him something the new furniture. Hola, look into. Perfect. So for number 3, let's see if I can put both on the screen. Yes, number 3, look into. All right, so number 4, he asked me to help him something the new furniture. What would we answer for this? He asked me to help him something the new furniture. So remember this one here, I want you to imagine the new furniture, your new furniture that you're talking about here, or he's talking about, it is coming from IKEA. IKEA is the famous furniture store from Sweden, but nothing comes done. You have to do half of the work. So for me, the answer for this is going to be, we're talking about assembling something, making something. So he asked me to help him put together the new furniture. Hola, put together, perfect. Caleb, put together, perfect. Okay, number 5. After losing the game, he felt discouraged, but refused to Okay, after losing the game, he felt discouraged. Discouraged means he felt kind of sad. He felt disappointed. But he refused. Refuse means to say no. You say no. I'm not going to do that. What is he not going to do? Caleb, you've got answer, give up. Perfect. After losing the game, he felt discouraged, but refused to give up. That means he's going to continue playing the sport. All right, good job, Caleb. All right, so that was the first 5. There's 5 more to go. 5 more to go. And so far, I've given you all of the phrasal verbs at the bottom. So you can see all the phrasal verbs. So let's make this more difficult now. Let's take it up a notch. Let's take it up another level. What we're going to do now is the phrasal verbs are gone. All right. I'll give you one more chance to look at it. Please try to remember these phrasal verbs: blow up, explode, call off, cancel, carry on, continue, fill out, write in complete form, give up, quit, look into, research, examine, put together, assemble, take up, start a new hobby, turn up, appear suddenly and unexpectedly, work out, solve a problem, or exercise. All right, so you will no longer see the phrasal verbs. Hola, perfect, give up. Great job. Number 6. Please something this form and return it by tomorrow. What is your answer for number 6? Please something this form and return it by tomorrow. Okay, so Caleb, turn up. Good guess. Turn up means you appear, you show up suddenly, unexpectedly. So I want you to imagine, like, I'm at home. Suddenly, doorbell rings, ding dong. I look at the camera and it's like, oh, my friend. I didn't know my friend was coming. He just came. No contact, no warning, no notice, unexpectedly come. All right. Look into means to investigate something, examine something. If it's a document, it's okay. This is form. This is a form. So, hola, here we go. Fill out. Yeah, please fill out this form and return it by tomorrow. That means you're going to write all of the information, complete the form. Okay, good job, Ola. Let's move on to number 7. They continued to something with their project despite the challenges. They continued to something with their project despite the challenges. I didn't write the answer here. Fill out. What is it? What is it here? So, despite the challenges, that's a very difficult sentence. Despite. That means they had many challenges, but they continued to, with their project. They didn't stop. They didn't give up. Hola, carry on. Carry on. Caleb, nice try. Work out a solution. Work out, for exercising. Here, there's no problem. There's no solution. They continued to carry on. That means they didn't stop. They continued. They kept going. So they continued to carry on with their project despite the challenges. Okay, number 8. The missing dog might something in the neighborhood. The missing dog might something in the neighborhood. Yes, despite and in spite of. Hola, same meaning. Exactly the same meaning. You can choose whichever you like. You can use despite or you can use in spite of. Parmesh, good evening. How are you? So the missing dog might something in the neighborhood. What phrasal verb will you use here? That's great to hear, Parmesh. That's great to hear. I'm hanging in there, Paramesh. I'm still sick. Still trying to get over this virus that I have. But I'm much better than the weekend. I was really bad last weekend. Ola, perfect. Turn up. Turn up. The missing dog might turn up in the neighborhood. This perfect size here. There we go. All right. So the missing dog might turn up. This means the missing dog might suddenly appear, unexpectedly appear in the neighborhood. And when I was growing up, I had a dog, and my dog would sometimes get out of the backyard, and sometimes we knew, sometimes we didn't know, and then suddenly, sometimes my dog was smart. My dog could scratch on the door, kind of like knocking on the door. So suddenly, my dog would just be missing. We didn't know, and then they would be scratching at the front door, and my dog would, just suddenly turn up. Like we'd open the front door and there's the dog. Okay, so yeah, turn up, perfect, Ola. To appear, to show up unexpectedly. All right, number 9. I try to something at the gym every evening. I try to something at the gym every evening. What would your answer for this be? I try to something at the gym every evening. And I know you came a little bit late, Paramesh, so I'm going to do you a favor here. And these are the phrasal verbs we learned today, Paramesh. So you have to choose one of the following to complete the sentence. Okay, so turn up at the gym. Caleb, you've got turn up. Turn up means you appear unexpectedly. Unexpectedly. But if you are doing something, then we never use I turn up. Usually turn up is someone else, not yourself. Turn up is the dog turned up. My friend turned up at my house. I was at work and my neighbor suddenly turned up, right? So they came. Ola, take up means to start a new hobby. So I try to take up, and then we need the hobby. Take up skiing, take up kayaking, take up painting. Okay. Join up, Paramesh. Join up means that you will become a member of the gym. I'm going to join up to the gym. I'm going to join the gym. That means you become a member. But here, we're talking about some activity that's every evening. Every evening. If you go to the gym every evening, what are you doing at the gym? What are you doing at the gym if you go there? What are you doing at the gym? You're not going to sleep at the gym every evening. You're not going to do work at the gym. You're not going to have dinner at the gym. You're going to exercise. Now, what's another phrasal verb that means exercise? Yeah, so Paramesh, do exercise. I try to do exercise at the gym every evening. That's a perfect answer, but let's choose a phrasal verb. What's a phrasal verb that means exercise? And I try not to miss. So if it's going to be miss, we can't put at the gym. No at. I try not to miss the gym every evening. Okay. Carry on means continue something. You're going to continue doing something. Number 9, you're not doing anything. All right. So I'm going to put the banner up again of all of the phrasal verbs. Which one of these means exercise? Caleb, work out. Perfect. Ola, work out. Perfect. So workout, remember, has 2 meanings. One means to solve something. The other means to exercise. I try to work out at the gym every evening. Parmesh, good. Work out. Okay, and number 10. Number 10. It says, please be careful. Can you see? Okay, that's enough to see. Oh, one sec. I need to make it smaller. That's too small. Okay, there you go. Number 10 says, please be careful. Be careful with those fireworks. They might something. And let's stop that. And I'm going to get rid of the banner. Let's see if you can remember any of the meanings here. Be careful with those fireworks. They might something if not handled properly. So if you don't take care, if you don't handle the fireworks properly, they might something. What does this one mean? Be careful of those fireworks. Fireworks, if you're wondering what fireworks means, fireworks are a lighting display that's in the sky. So if you're in America on Independence Day, July 4th, or if you are going to Disneyland, every night at Disneyland, they shoot their fireworks in the sky, and they're going to have this beautiful design. So boom, 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 like such amazing display in the sky of fire. All right, so fireworks. It's a fire lighting display in the sky. We have to do it at nighttime. They shoot the fireworks into the sky, and then they make a beautiful design. But you have to be careful with fireworks. If you don't handle them properly, something might happen. Something might happen. So let's put all of the phrasal verbs onto the bottom. What would be the answer here? Choose one of the phrasal verbs from the red banner on the screen. The meaning will be that. Boom. Kind of like a bomb. Which one of these phrasal verbs means explode. Explode. All right. Does anybody have an answer? Be careful with those fireworks. They might something if not handled properly. So that means if you don't take care, if you don't handle the fireworks properly, they might boom. All right. So I'm going to put the answer on the screen here. They might blow up. They might blow up if not handled properly. So blow up means to explode. All right, does that make sense for everyone? Be careful with those fireworks. They might blow up if not handled properly. All right, so these are 10 very, very common phrasal verbs that we use. These are all 10 that I use all the time. Even now, I use them. I did check. Last lesson, where did you write, Paramesh? You wrote fire. You wrote fire, Paramesh, and workout. I don't see blow up from you, Paramesh. If I'm looking back here, yeah, my chat box I don't see blow up from you, buddy. Yeah, these are all really, really popular. Again, this was according to AI. I asked AI as well, give me some commonly used phrasal verbs that are used in the US and Canada. This is the list they gave me. I told them not to give me the same list as last lesson. And then I checked, and I did change one of them because I didn't think it was that great. But these are all really, really useful. Make sure you remember them. They're a little bit, I think these are more difficult than the last lesson we had. All right, so this is going to be at a little higher level, especially things like carry on, call off, look into, take up, really difficult phrasal verbs, but really common. So make sure you remember what they mean. Also practice making them in sentences like the sentences I have on the screen. All right, so any questions with these phrasal verbs? Any questions with these phrasal verbs? Or any questions at all with any English that you are studying right now. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll do my best to answer it clearly, and so it's easy to understand. And if there are no questions, that's okay. I did just put a lesson schedule for this week. So I wasn't sure if I was going to do a live lesson today. I had to cancel Saturday because of my health. But I started feeling so today. I'm not, by no means have I recovered, but I was good enough to speak for an hour, and I wanted everybody to learn some new phrasal verbs. Hopefully it helps. My next lesson will be on Wednesday night, then followed by Thursday night, and then Saturday morning. So hopefully my health is okay, and I can continue to be healthy this week. Ola, you are so welcome. You did amazing today. Great job, Ola. Really, really good. You got almost all of these perfect. Really, really good job, Ola. And I'm glad these are useful for you. Pramesh, to walk in my shoes means to follow, right? No, not. It doesn't mean to follow. To walk in my shoes means you will experience the same thing as me. You can experience the same thing as me. Does that make sense? One second here. One second. I'm going to give you my email address. 1 second, Ola. I want to make sure. I want to see if it's even on my. Let's see. Just hold on 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I can't find it. 1 second here. I'm going to copy and paste it. I changed my email address recently for this YouTube channel. It used to be info@shelly.com, but it is, and just bear with me while I rarely use. Okay. XYZ as creations@gmail. Okay. Here is my email. Hola. Let's see if I can. I'm not sure if everybody wants my email address or not. All right, so I will send you, Ola, a direct message. Unless everybody wants it, then I can just put it here. You know what? I'm just going to put it here. Let's just put it right here. There you go. So yeah, you can email me there. And feel free to, yeah, if you have any questions, comments, any lesson requests, you can email me at that email address. That's my work email address. So just, if I don't respond right away, don't feel bad. It takes me some time to check all the emails, but I will reply. I promise you, I will always reply. If I don't reply, just on YouTube somewhere, just send me a comment saying, hey, I emailed you. And then I definitely will check and make sure I find it and reply to it. Lily, hi, how are you? How are you? No problem, Lily. It's okay. Unfortunately, we are just ending the lesson, Lily. Unfortunately, yeah, we're just ending. I hope you had a great day, though. You're fine. That's good. Nice. That's good to hear. Just if you want to check, Lily, those are the phrasal verbs that we went over today. So you can check those on the replay. You can take a screenshot right now. Piramesh, yeah, I am tired. It's been a long day. It's been a long weekend. I didn't get much sleep. This throat kept me up. I will rest as much as I can tonight. Ola, you got it? All right, that's good, good. Okay, so let's wrap it up now. I should get some rest, make sure that I'm healthy so I can do a live on Wednesday as well. So the next live is on Wednesday, guys. I believe it's at like 11:55, maybe. I don't. It'll be just before midnight. So make sure you join me for that. If you can't join on Wednesday, Thursday at 10:45 p.m. Again, these are all Japanese Standard Time. And then hopefully Saturday morning. All right, guys. So the phrasal verbs are on the screen still. Make sure you look at those. Check out the exercises from the lesson today. If you want a copy of the lesson, just let me know. I can email that to you. No problem, Lily. You're making a model. Sounds great. Sounds great. I'd love to hear more about it in the next lesson. So make sure you remind me, and I want to hear about this model. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. I hope you guys had a fun time. I hope you guys learned something. I had a great time. I love talking with all you guys. So I'll see you guys hopefully all on Wednesday. All right. See ya.